We are live in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, and we are here to see the Texans come to town to take on the Bears. The Texans have one new player joining them this week. Fresh off a Brandin Cooks trade to the Dolphins, they have linebacker help in Jerome Baker, who has 9 tackles so far on the year. His first test for Houston will be to see if he can stop the scrambling ability of the Bears' second-year quarterback, Justin Fields. The team has yet to give him very much help so far this year, but today would be a better day than ever to start. Both teams marched out onto the field moments ago, and the energy in this building is incredible. Davis Mills led his team out, and he must be thinking about the challenge he faces today in some real defensive standouts in Robert Quinn and Roquan Smith. If they hope to find success, he needs to find more consistency than he has through 2 games, and he needs his other rookie teammates, Dameon Pierce and John Mechie, to step up. Today's Week 3 matchup will not be a story of Super Bowl favorites. Today's game will involve 2 very young teams who are simply trying to prove themselves. One of them is feeling the full brunt of immaturity in this league. The other has done their very best to escape that thus far. As both coaches give their final words, as both teams hype themselves, and as rookies calm themselves down, the kickoff for this game will be up shortly, and we will be back in just a moment for that kickoff from Cameron Johnston. And we are back, and out comes the second-year quarterback for the Bears, Justin Fields. Through 2 games, he has thrown for 418 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception, with the only real success of this team being when he tucks and scrambles, as no one else on this offense has done much to help him throughout the first 2 weeks. Let's see if they can change that here. They line up for the first play of the day, 1 wide right. And for the first play, they're going to go with a handoff. This one's going to go to Khalil Herbert, and he's going to get none on the play. 2nd and 10. He goes for the hard count. No one falls for it. He drops back. He throws the screen. It's in the hands of the 3rd-string running back, Treston Ebner, who is filling in for David Montgomery today. That's going to be a 3rd and 5. Hard count again. No one falls for it. He's going to get the ball. He will drop back. Sit. He fires over the middle. And Darnell Mooney hauls it in for 10 and the first down. What a play to start this drive. That's going to be a catch for 10 yards on the day. And then new set of downs. They're going to go with another run, a handoff to Herbert, and he goes nowhere again. 2nd and 10. He sits. He sends a man in motion. Ebner is on the motion to the right. They snap it. It's another screen. But this one is sniffed out by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Coach Lovie Smith could not be happier with that defensive effort. Look at him excited on the sideline. Let's take another look at this one. CJ sees the screen early developing. He ignores Pringle streaking towards him, and he gets in for the loss of yards. Now 3rd and 13. Let's see what they go with. They decide to go pass. And he's loading up. He's taking a shot. Oh my, and it's knocked away by the rookie safety, Jalen Petre. That will force Bradley Pignon to come on for the first time today to punt this one. And it's off from the 30. Trey Mountain is back to receive. He gets it at the 13. He decides to cut left. He makes a move. And he is brought down after picking up 14. What a return, and that will bring out this young Texans offense who has surprised many despite the quite average play of their quarterback, Davis Mills. Throwing 439 yards, and going 3 for 3 on touchdowns and interceptions through 2 games so far. At the end of the day, wins are all that matters. So let's see if he can lead this team to a 3rd straight to really have them catching fire. They will load the line. Single back, 1 wide left. We're ready for the snap, and there they go. Handoff to Marlon Mack. He follows his blocks, and he picks up 5 on the start to the drive. Now a 2nd and 5, and we are first flag of the day. Let's see how they decide to rule this one. And they are going to get the All-Pro Laramie Tunsil with the false start and back them up 5 yards. That penalty wipes away the gain on the first down, and so now we are back to a 2nd and 10 for the 27. Mills drops back to pass. Nothing's open. Pressure's coming. And he decides to throw it away, avoid the sack. That's going to lead us to a 3rd down. 10 still to go. The hard count fails to work. Mills drops back. He throws. Oh my God, Nico Collins. He brought in a tough one through contact to get his team near midfield and a new set of downs. And this Chicago crowd cannot believe they let him bring that one in. The safety Brisker had his eyes set on picking that one off. Let's take another look. He had his eyes fully set on it, but Collins brilliantly cut him off, and kept this possession going. And Mills could not be more thankful. Let's see if we can get a shot of what's going on the field currently. There we are. Mills thanking him for making a key adjustment and getting that play done. On their own 47, let's see what they decide to do. Mills is going to bring Dorsett in motion. It's a fake to him, a give to Mack, up the middle. He throws off Brisker, and he runs to the next one. He's going. He throws off another one. He's still going all the way. Touchdown. My apologies. What a touchdown by Marlon Mack. Unbelievable. The backup running back going all the way. I was about to say we have yet to see Dameon Pierce, but I don't think it matters as Mack has gotten the job done. Great vision to find the hole in the middle, and then he simply dismantles the Chicago secondary to pick up 49.7 yards after contact to pick it up 6 for his team. Throwing off people, running through Eddie Jackson. What an incredible play. Like I said, 49.7 yards after contact on the play. Simply incredible. Out comes Fairburn for the extra point. Let's see how this goes. His kick is up and good. And the Texans are up 7-0 on the Bears. And Bears coach Eberflus cannot believe that poor tackling effort that was just on display. And neither can the Chicago crowd for that matter. The Bears take over. Let's see what they decide to go with. Fields opts for a pass. He fires left, and Ebner picks up 5 before being taken out of bounds by Jalen Petre. A nice play to end the drive and a nice play to start it. 2nd and 5. Bunch set left. Fields gives to Herbert, and no, he keeps. And he's brought down by the long time vet, Chris Harris Jr. for a loss of 4. And that is what playing in this league for a long time does to you. Keeps his eyes on the ball the entire time and makes the play. Eberflus has nothing working on offense or defense. Something must change. Now a 3rd and 9. Mills feels a set. He goes past. Pocket collapsing. He escapes. He finds space. He's going. And he is finally brought down after getting up to their own 46. But they have a player down in the play. It's the right guard, Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. And he's holding that right arm. Oh no, this doesn't look good. We're hoping he's all right, but it looks like they're going to be taking him back to the locker room to see how everything's going, and we are hoping here in the booth that he is okay. Back to the game, however, 1st and 10. Fields gets the snap. Pocket collapsing again. He throws one up, and Mooney makes a play on it. Oh my, but he eats a shot from Gardner Johnson for making it, but what a play by him to get under that one. He lets it fly, making a fair game for both teams. Mooney gets to the ball, brings it in, and takes the hit stick from CJ. What a play. After a 30-yard gain, now at the Texan 24, it's a stretch right for Herbert. And he goes down after 2. 2nd and 8. Let's see what they go with here. They go for another pass. Nothing is open. Fields moves. He throws. And they bring it in. What a play. Emmanuel Sanders turned upfield. He ate a shot. He'll be feeling that one. But he got his team all the way up to the 6-yard line. What a play. Fields did a great job of keeping his eyes downfield, which found him a wide open Sanders late for the reception. And that moves the chains for his team. 6 away from tying this game. They go with a toss to Ebner left. He looks for a gap, but nothing there, and he loses 3. And that is the first tackle for the newly acquired Jerome Baker, straight from Miami. 2nd and goal from the 9. Hard count does not work. They decide to go with a pass. Fields drops back. He fires to the tight end, Cole Kmet, and he's fighting through the tackle, and he's in. That is another touchdown on the day. This time for the Bears, and this time for the tight end, Cole Kmet, and what a show of effort by him today. He finds space over the middle, puts 2 hands on the ball, and just lowers the shoulder to find the end zone. Cairo Santos comes out for the point after. His kick narrowly avoids the diving Stingley, but this game is tied at 7. A nice 3-minute drive to go 75 yards. The Texans have taken over on offense once more. Time to see how they respond. Mack is motioned out from the backfield. He lines up wide right. They go pass. Mills loads up. He's looking for Jackson deep. And he brings it down. Deshaun Jackson hauls it in for 45 yards and flips the field for his team. What a play from the veteran. Deshaun gets just a step on his man from his release as Mills drops it on a dime, going over 50 yards through the air, and they quickly quiet the Chicago crowd after that impressive touchdown from Cole Kmet. Just over 2 minutes left in the first. They're going to give to Pierce for the first time today. And he goes up the middle and picks up a solid 3. Quite surprising, it's only his first carry after having 21 last week, which he got 111 yards out of, and his first touchdown of his young career. But I guess it's working, so we can't complain. 2nd and 7, hard count does not work. Second straight to Pierce. He follows the guard, and he picks up one more on this play. 6 to go on 3rd down inside field goal range. What do they draw up here? They're looking for a screen, but the Bears have it covered. Mills throws right, but he missed the receiver, and there is a flag down. What did the ref see here? Oh no, that is another flag, and unfortunately, we're going to be back to a 4th and 6. The field goal is up, and the field goal is good. Fairburn make the best out of the situation they had after an offensive pass interference call on Kenyon Green. That will get them from 44 yards out, make the lead 3 more. Houston leading 10-7. Fields leads his team back out from the 25 again. He throws quick. They haul it in, and that is a catch once more for Darnell Mooney, brought down after 5. 2nd and 5 now. They're going to go with a handoff to Khalil Herbert for a gain of 2, and that will bring us to the end of an exciting first quarter, which has the visiting Texans leading the defending home Chicago Bears 10-7. A very even game so far. Let's see how the second quarter shakes out. 3rd and 3 on the 32 to start our second quarter of action. They decide to go run. Another give to Herbert and another short gain, which brings them to 4th down, and they will be forced to punt. Texans offense back on the field. Let's see what they decide to go with now. They give it to Mack. No, it's a play action. Fires right to Rudolph, who catches it and gets up to the 36. 8 yards out of that last play. Let's see what they decide to go with here. Mills motions Dorsett across. It's another fake to him. Another give to Pierce. He finds a hole, throws off a defender, and he's finally brought down a yard shy of midfield. Only his 3rd carry of the day, but he is producing whenever he gets it. New set of downs. Houston goes with a 2-by-2 look. They snap it. Mills drops back. He fires towards Dorsett. Interception! Interception by former Eagle and Patriot Jalen Mills. Way to make a play. Way to make a play from the Green Goblin himself. And now let's take another look. This was really just a poor decision to throw this ball, as Jalen had eyes on the ball at all times. Stepped up, 2 hands on it, and beautifully got his team possession back, taking over at near midfield. This is the swing of momentum they needed, and Chicago is hoping they can capitalize on it. Let's see what Justin Fields can bring out of this offense now. Starting at the Texan 48, they decide to go with a pass. He drops back. Ball is thrown left. Hauled in by Sanders, who dodged a diving tackle attempt, and he's finally brought down by Petre, but not until after picking up 35 yards on the first play of this drive. What a play, and this one was a vet-on-vet battle, and Emmanuel Sanders simply won his break on Chris Harris, and he simply did the rest. Lovie Smith knows his defense is in trouble now. Now 13 yards away from the end zone, they switch and then go to the ground. Give to Ebner, who picks up 2. 2nd and 8. They decide to go with another pass. Fields drops back. He has time. He fires a rifle. It's tipped and a pick. Chris Harris has the ball. He shuts off the first tackle, and he takes it out of the end zone. He's finally brought down at the 11, and what a way to bounce back quickly. But we have to take another look at this, because this was a true team effort. What a play. Way to bounce back from Chris Harris. Nelson goes up to contest this ball one-on-one, but Gardner Johnson comes out of nowhere to bat this ball away, and Harris slides in to grab the ball, get his team the interception, the possession back, and get his offense back out on the field. Now, the Texans get their chance to capitalize on a defensive turnover, and let's see if they can succeed unlike the Bears did just now. Mills steps up. He sits. He tries a hard count. Does not work. He motions Rudolph in, and it's a handoff to Pierce. O-line clears space, and he picks up 6 on this one. 2nd and 4. They're going to go with another run. It's going to be a handoff this time to Marlon Mack. He stops, cuts left, and he finds just enough for the first. And Lovie Smith cannot be happier with the brilliant vision and effort from his running backs. And the rest of the offense is rallying around this phenomenal ground attack. Team morale is at an all-time high with the effort shown and the success they are finding. New set of downs from the 22-yard line. Mills changing things up. He drops back. He throws deep towards Jackson, and he is off by a mile. 2nd and 10. 6 minutes left in the half. Hard count fails once more. That's another pass. A deep drop back. He throws towards Collins, but he is off the mark once again. Third down, still 10 to go after 2 misses straight. They're going to go with one more pass. He's going to sling it towards Dorsett. He goes up, and he cannot come down with it, and that will bring out the punt team. Bears survive the interception. Let's see if they can avoid the turnover altogether here. Ball is snapped. Another Fields drop back. He rolls out. He finds room, and he slides down after 8. Coach Smith knows they need to lock down this scrambling if they want to lock down this game. 2nd and 2 at the 36. It's going to be a handoff to Ebner, who is brought down inches short. He is ruled 3rd down, less than a yard to go. From the 37, they give to Ebner. No, it's a keeper, and he is brought down, brilliantly read by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. But hold up, there's a flag. And it's going to be a holding against the left guard, Cody Whitehair. So the Texans will decline that, and they have forced a quick 3 and out. 4 minutes left in the half with Houston taking over. To Mechie, and he's forced out after a 6. That was an amazing RPO. I simply couldn't believe it. 2nd and 4 from the 32. Mechie is motioned across. It's a give to Pierce. And he is stopped after only 1. A quick 3rd down. 3 to go. Hard count fools. No one once more. He throws to a wide open Brevin Jordan. That's what I called it. Turns upfield. He brings in the catch for 23 yards. Way to step up when needed. I know I kind of predicted that. He kind of sat on that one a little bit too long. Brevin Jordan was wide open. But what a play by them. Way to step it up. And now they find themselves at the Chicago 47 across midfield. They decide to give to Pierce. He has room up the middle. He pushes down first contact. And he picks up 18 on the ground. What a play by the Texans offense. They are now rolling. They're hoping to get their 3rd score of the day on this drive here. Look at this incredible effort. The O-line did great work to give him the hole. He took it, put out that arm, threw down Jackson before backup arrived. What a play. And Pierce continues to show up and stand out in every way possible in the running back position. Last play before the 2-minute warning coming up. Let's see what they decide to go with. Another run for Pierce. He cuts inside, and he picks up room. He gets 8, and that brings us 2 minutes away from halftime with the Texans still leading by 3 over the Bears. Let's see what they can do here. 2nd and 3. Oh, and Marlon Mack jumped early. He knows to be frustrated about that one. And there's a call. So now it's a 2nd and 8 at the 26. Mills drops back. Another throw underneath for Rudolph. He falls forward, and he gets the 1st down. What a play by another vet. They signed a few to help mentor these young players. That incredible awareness to know where the line to gain is and give that extra effort to get enough. These are the things these vets are here to teach these young players. 1:30 left. 17 yards left to go. They call a screen for Mack. He finds space, and he's knocked out of where... There he goes. I thought he was knocked out in the backfield, but they got a nice block, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 3. 14 yards and a 1st and goal for the Texans right outside of halftime. Green did a great job to make the initial block of the linebacker for the start of it, but if Britt could have held that block, we could have been looking at a touchdown on that play. Nonetheless, the defense is happy to see the offense pushing on. 1:26 left. 3 receivers set. It's a pass. Pressure's coming. Mills unloads and off to Collins' hands, and it's a vital drop in the end zone for them. They needed that catch, and they needed that touchdown. 2nd and goal. It's a hard count. No one falls for it. Hand off to Mack, and he is met after 1. They keep him out of the end zone once more. A 3rd and goal. 2 to go with just over a minute. Mills is making adjustments at the line. He fires quick. Mechie has it. The ball is out. It's a fumble. They ruled a fumble. Oh, my God. Oh, no, the Bears have it. Robert Quinn has recovered, and after 2.5 games, we have finally seen Mechie's first big rookie mistake. A good idea with him lined up with no DB, but Roquan Smith punches it out and prevents a near-certain touchdown. With just over a minute left, the Bears have a chance to tie or take the lead right before halftime. They are out. They are starting at the 20. They are set. They are ready. They decide to go pass. And he looks underneath to Sanders, who gets it, and he picks up 8 on the play. That will bring about their first timeout. 2nd and 2. 45 seconds in the half. Another pass. He has time. He throws it. Nice catch from Mooney. And another timeout from Chicago on their own 33. 41 seconds with 1 timeout. A 3rd straight pass. He drops back. He throws short for Sanders again. But we have a flag. Let's see what they decide to rule this. And they get black block with a roughing the passer, which moves them up 15 yards and stops the clock. No good for them. This may be the break the Bears needed at the Texan 48. Field drops back, he tries to roll out, but Grenard rips the ball out. Another fumble, and Rasheem Green picks it up, and he is brought down to the Chicago 38. And these are the rebound plays that have defined these Texans through their last 2 games, and it continues to define them here today. Great awareness by Green to get on the ball, but with as much of the offensive load as they are putting on Fields, he has to be able to tuck that ball and hold on in that situation. Houston back in the driver's seat, 29 seconds left with 38 yards to go. He drops back, he fires left, and Jackson brings it in on the sideline, and they will rule him inbounds. That will go down as a gain of 14, and what a play that was. Deshaun Jackson, a long time. Mills lofts a beautiful ball for Jackson, and he does a beautiful job of getting the toes down and securing the ball all the way to the ground. And this offense knows how important that throw was for their QB. Coach Lovie Smith on the sideline is hyped. The entire team is letting him know those are the throws you need to make to be the quarterback of this team. You are still not out of it just yet. Still 3 timeouts, 24 yards to go. Another drop back. He lets it go. He throws for Mechie, and he can't come down with it in double coverage. Second down. Pierce is in the backfield. They motion him out wide right. The defense has to reset. They snap it. Mills drops back. He throws. Quinn in his face. Rudolph brings in a tough one, and he goes up for 8 on the play, and that brings this Texans' first timeout on the day. 14 seconds left to go. Still plenty of time to make a few more plays here. 16 yards to go. They set. They give to Pierce. He picks up more than enough for the first as he's brought down at the 10. And the second Texan timeout is called with 9 seconds left. How will Houston decide to play this one here? Still 10-7 game. They line up. 2 receivers left. 1 right. They are set. A quick throw. Oh, man. He got up to the 4. They're going to call their final timeout. 4 seconds left. Everyone has to think they're sending out their field goal unit. But the offense isn't moving. They're staying out there. One last try for the touchdown. Mills, he's set. He's ready for the shotgun snap. He gets it. Throws quick. And that one's knocked down by the linebacker, Johnson. And honestly, he's lucky that one wasn't picked off. And after that, now the field goal unit for the Texans will take the field from 21 yards out to double their lead. Fairbairn's kick is up and just inside the upright. It is good. And that will bring us into halftime with the Texans leading the Bears 13-7. Now, let's send you back to the studio for the halftime report. Thank you for that lovely introduction, and let's take a look around the league here today. Our first stop is going to be in Indianapolis, Indiana, and going into halftime, the 1-1 Chiefs currently have a 2-touchdown lead over the 1-1 Colts on the back of 2 touchdowns from their receiver, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Colts have tried to keep up, but with a stuffed rushing attack and an early interception from Matt Ryan, they're on the losing end of 21-7 at the end of the first half. Down in Charlotte, North Carolina, the 2-0 Panthers have tried to make a splash this year by trading for the young and promising Jalen Hurts from Philadelphia. But with 4 seconds left in the first half, he is down to the 1-0-1 Saints while completing 4 passes for 52 yards. He will be hoping to turn his day around, but over in Tennessee, a much closer game going on as the visiting Raiders hold only a 10-7 lead with 41 seconds left in the half. Both teams seem very equally matched so far, both quarterbacks having average starts and both all-pro running backs being mostly contained besides the 1 touchdown from Josh Jacobs. Let's take you back to the field for the second half of action. And Smith is knocked out at the 29, and welcome back. I hope everyone enjoyed the halftime report just now, and we are here, and as the Texans come out for the first time in the second half, we need to talk about how with even limited carries, Pierce has continued to produce, and he gets another one here, and the first offensive play is a handoff for Pierce for 6, and at the 35, Mills pulls his 2 receivers left more inside, adjustments to the play. Let's see what they decide to go with. He drops back. He slings it. It's for Rudolph, and he cannot hold on through contact. 3rd and 4 at the 35. Mills in a lone shotgun set. He drops back. He throws quick to Rudolph once more, and he is not able to hold on once more. A great play by the defensive back, Eddie Jackson, and that will force Houston to punt after a 3-and-out. Cameron Johnson punts from the 21. He lets it go. A big bounce in. Oh my God, he found a fantastic set by the ball. Has it stop at the 2-yard line, and that put Justin Fields and his offense in a very, very, very difficult position to start their half of offense as they have no room to work with here. Let's see how they respond. Backs to the end zone. They are set. Let's see what they decide to go with. They go to the run with Herbert, and he picks up 2 out of this precarious position. Same set, a little more room here. They go to Herbert once more, and he picks up 3 more on this one. What a play. It's going to be 3rd and 5, only 7 yards away from their own end zone. Fields is going to take a deep drop back. He's nearly halfback way in his end zone. He can't get it off, and that is a safety. What a play by Jonathan Grenard, flying from the outside. They brought him down with a quick safety. What a play all around. DBs had all options locked down. Fields had nowhere to go, and Grenard picked the best time to explode. That will give the Texans 2 more points and the ball back, and this Texans defense could not be more happy with themselves here today. What a play to change the momentum of this game. And Chris Harris could not be prouder of this young team. Houston, they are going to start at the 34. Mills audibles at the line. More changes coming. Let's see what they decide to go with here. He's going to drop back. And he heaves one up. It's going in the direction of Deshaun once more. He goes up, and it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They settle it down, go with a run to Mack. He avoids Johnson early, and he fights forward, and he ends up getting 6 yards out of it. Very impressive by him. Now a 3rd and 4 from the Texans 40. Can they pick up the first? We're going to see. They go with a quick shot to Mechie, and he hauls in a tough grab, and he does not listen. They do get enough, and they move the chains. What a play by Mechie. That's his first big impact of this game so far. Across the midfield of the Chicago 44. Pierce moves out of the backfield once more, gets motioned again out wide right. This causes more defensive adjustment. Mills gets the snap. He rolls right. He throws on the run. And what a huge catch by Deshaun Jackson. Once more, another big play from him on the day, this time for 21 yards, and he is doing his best to take over for the recently traded Brandin Cooks. Looking at this one, Mechie and Jackson were in the area. I'm not sure that Mills had a plan for who it was getting to, but he just threw it in the area, and his receivers made the play. And then Deshaun throws Eddie Jackson down for a little message at the end. New set of downs at the 23. They're going to go with a handoff to Pierce, and he finds a gap, and he picks up 9 on the play. What great work by him. 2nd and 1. Mack in the game now. They give to him. No, it's a fake. It's play action. And he's going to look. He throws for Rudolph, and he hauls it in with pressure on his back. Gets 12 on the play. Only 3 yards to go for the end zone. About halfway through the 3rd quarter. And they give to Pierce, and he is stopped after a gain of 2. Only 1 more yard to go. They line up with 2 backs on the field. Hard count. Another give to Pierce. And is he in? No, he is stopped inches short. 3rd and goal. Inches to go. Mack in the backfield. Let's see if they give to him. And they do. And he is in for the touchdown. His 2nd on the day. A very solid drive to add 6 after the safety. And like I said, the 2nd straight touchdown for Marlon Mack on the day. Their O-line continues to dominate, and they laid out the red carpet for Mack to walk it in. He didn't have to work hard for that one, but he's worked hard the rest of the day. He deserves a walk-in like that. What a play. He is hyped. He is dominating today. And they have the kicker Fairburn out to kick the extra point. His kick is up, and his kick is good. Fairburn's ready. And that caps off a 9-play, 65-yard drive in only 3 minutes, 43 seconds. Very great ball movement by them. Houston may very well be looking at a 3rd straight win here today. Fields is back. He calls pass. He drops back, and he goes for Darnell Mooney, who shrugs off the first tackle and is finally brought down after picking up 20 yards on the play. What a great way to start this drive, as they know they need to pick up points here on this drive. This is a great find from Fields, but the credit for this one has to go to Mooney, who simply beats his man Desmond King on the route and then sat him down on the tackle attempt. 5 yards from the midfield. They move the fullback to the left side. And it's a handoff. Herbert gets the ball. He goes left. He gets some incredible blocks into space, but he eats a shot from Jerome Baker for it. But he'll pick up 12 yards either way, and that will bring us to a new set of downs. Just over 3 minutes left in the quarter. They are set. They hand off to Ebner, and he picks up just about 1 before going down very quickly. 2nd and 9. They are set. Fields goes for the hard count. No one falls for it. They go with a stretch left for Herbert, and he finds just enough room to pick up 2 more on this play. 7 yards left to go. 3rd down. Fields is there. He's ready. He gets the snap. He drops back. He has time, but no one's open. He decides to scramble. He finds space, and he slides down before CJ gets to introduce himself with a hard hit. They decide being down 2 scores to go for it on 4th. They go run, and Herbert has the ball, and he picks up just enough for the first down. With this drive extended, they are at the 32. They bring O'Shaughnessy across the line. He is set. Another give to Herbert, and he gets up to the 31. Only 1 yard on that one. 2nd and 9. They go run again, and is once again stopped short. But that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter, and heading into the 4th, the visiting Texans are leading the Bears 22-7 with only 1 quarter left to play. Our final quarter has Chicago needing 10 yards on 3rd down. Fields is set. He gets the snap. He drops back. He tries to roll left, but he's hit as he throws, and that ball hits the dirt. Probably the best situation for him. And that was a hit by the 3rd-year defensive end, Jonathan Grenard, that brings out Santos to try to bring this game a little closer. And he does. His kick is good from 49 yards out, and that will move the score to Texans 22, Broncos 10. Bears still down 12, but they know that momentum they got for was more valuable than even the 3 points. Mills out with the offense again. He hands off to Pierce, and he's met quickly in the backfield. A loss of 4 by the former Defensive Player of the Year, Robert Quinn. Backed up now to 2nd and 14. Mills tries the hard count once more. Does not work. It's a handoff to Mack. And he's getting out some space, and he picks up 6 on the play. 8 yards to go. They get back all that large yardage from the first one and 2 more on 3rd down. Mechie motioned in. And they fake to give to Mack. He is hit as he throws. And he was hit by last year's All-Pro Roquan Smith. And taking a look at the Chicago sideline, Coach Eberflus, let's see if we can get a camera over there, knows they needed that stop. And if they had any hope of pulling out a win today, that was what they needed. Fields makes his way out after having some additional words with his backup, and he knows this is a chance to prove why they drafted him to lead this team a year ago, starting at the 26-yard line. They pitch to Herbert, and he is met by Harris, who holds his position, and he keeps pushing to bring him down for a loss of 3. A great show of strength and awareness to hit the gap in his 12th year in the league. Incredible play by him. That backs them up for a 2nd and 13. Hand off to Ebner, and he loses another 2 on another play made, this time by Rasheem Green. That brings up a critical 3rd down, has them needing 15 yards for the first. Fields is set. He calls for it. He drops back. Nothing is open so far. He decides to take off, and then he decides to slide down. And this Chicago crowd, after picking up 6, they cannot believe they could not get more. That was basically a must-score drive, and their guys produced a 3-and-out. They are forced to watch the Texans defense celebrate on the field once more. Pignon out to punt. His kick is away. Smith is back to return. He fields this one from the 23, moves right, and he picks up about 9 on the return. Pretty solid production there. Texans are back out looking to run this clock down as much as possible. But they start with a pass, and they're back. They throw to Mechie, and he goes down quickly after securing the catch to get 6 yards, keep that clock running. 2nd and 4, they're lined up. It's a give to Pierce. No, it's a play action, another throw. He rolls right, and he finds Deshaun Jackson, who holds in the catch for the first down, and that is another big grab for him today. Mills rolled until the very last chance, and with Quinn in his face, he lets it fly over the head of Brisker and right into the basket for Deshaun. Lovie Smith is loving the production from his offense now. What a work of art by this team. They have earned themselves a new set of downs at the Chicago 47. Let's see where they decide to go with. They go back to the run game with a stretch right for Pierce. He finds a hole and hits it, and he goes down in bounds. Yes, perfect. That keeps the clock running after a monster 22-yard rush by their rookie running back, Dameon Pierce. Kyler Fackrell had a chance to stop it early, but Pierce was just out of reach, and he made them pay. And the Texan defense is near certain they have won this game already. 5:15 left in this game. They are set. They pitched. No, it's a trick play, and it's stopped quick by Quinn, who gives Mechie nowhere to go. Definitely the time to try a trick play. Nothing on the line really. Could only give a big benefit. 2nd and 14 at the 29. He drops back with nothing open. He's rolling right. And he gets the ball off moments before eating a sack. That will stop the clock, but save the yardage. 3rd and 14. Mills goes past. He lets it fly. It's a Rudolph who holds it in, but he is short of the sticks. He only got up to the 21 after 8 yards in that play. They opt to keep the offense out for it on 4th. Let's see what they decide to go with. It's a pass. He throws it up, and It's a pick. Another interception. This time by Jalen Johnson. He comes down with it. That seemed like a complete miscommunication. Let's see if we can see what went wrong here. Mechie seemed to run an out route, but it looked like from where the ball was thrown, thought he was going to run a short curl or something with much less movement, which put Johnson in prime position to come down with that ball. Down 12 with 3:43 left in the game. Bears need a score here. They start with a pass. They go with a pass, and they throw towards Komet, who is wide open. He gets the grab. He pushes off the first tackle and gets enough for the first. Now up to the 20. Fields uses the hard count again. Does not work. He runs a read option. And Gardner Johnson is there, and he makes a huge open field tackle after 5 on the play. Under 2:40 left in this game. They're going to go with another pass. They got to keep this ball moving. Fields finds Pringle, who gets just enough for the first down to move the sticks. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Fields is set. He drops back. He's got time. He throws quick. He finds Sanders for another first, and now we are at the 2-minute warning. Texans lead 22-10 with the Bears charging downfield. Up to their own 42. They need to move a bit faster. They snap. He's got it. He dumps it down quick for another 4. Now they are going no huddle. Let's see what they decide to go with. They have to go pass, right? They do. Another Fields drop back. And he fires left to Komet, who finds his way out of bounds to stop the clock after picking up 14 on the play. They are moving now. Minute 39 left at the 32. They still have all 3 timeouts. Fields gets the snap. Another throw for Komet. He pushes off Baker, and he comes back to bring him down 3 yards shy of the touchdown. Incredible resilience to keep with the play. Rushing back to the line. They snap. Fields patient. He takes a shot right. They get it. It's a touchdown. I can't believe it. Cole Komet keeping his feet inbounds on the catch. What a drive, and what a way to step up for the team by their tight end, Cole Komet. These Bear fans know they're only halfway there, but they needed that touchdown nonetheless. The end zone was messy, and Fields knew he had to take a shot, so he went for the biggest guy in there, and it paid off. Bears need an onside kick recovery, so they are set up for it. They're getting ready. It is kicked, and C.J. Gardner-Johnson gets it, and he goes down immediately, and that may very well be the end of this game, and both sidelines indeed know it. Much sadness on the Bears side, much happiness on the Texans side, but let's see if they can secure this one out. What a recovery by them. With this Texan offense coming out late, we would like to recognize the great out-of-nowhere performance put in today by Deshaun Jackson, who has brought in 5 catches for 102 yards, with one of them being a big 45-yard grab. They go with a run first time out, and it's a great play by them. Great play by them. He picks up 1, but that gets them to burn the first time out. A first down wins them this game. Let's see if they can produce one of those here today. 2nd and 9, they hand off to Mack. He sits down. Whoa, what a run. That will burn the second time out. But this game is all but over after picking up that first. That was huge for them. Let's see how they decide to handle the end of this game here. Sorry, I've been at a loss of words. Another handoff to Mack. And he's going to actually sit down after losing 4 and bring about the final timeout from the Bears. And that will bring the Texans to the lineup in victory formation. They take their first knee. And for the last play of the game, they snap, kneel, and the Texans have earned another win and went to 3-0 to start the season. 2 very different feelings are going on between both sidelines. But Lovie Smith could not be prouder of the success his young guys have found this quickly. Although not the prettiest game by any means, I think we saw on both teams the young talent step up when needed, but also make the mistakes required to learn in this league. The Texans have been doing enough to help Davis Mills specifically with his struggles, but I think we saw today, once again, that the Bears must find somewhere else to get their offensive production, because Justin Fields simply cannot do it all, no matter what. Through all the ups and downs, it was an exciting game for us to watch as fans. From backups taking over to veterans leading these young guys, and at the end of 4 quarters, the Texans prevailed over the Bears 22-17. Thank you for joining us, and we can't wait to see you again as the Texans travel to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. We will see you then.